Namo Adita Pha, good morning. Thank you for joining me for our daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This beautiful sound calls us back to our true home. The first mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of people, animals, plants, and minerals. I am determined not to kill, not to let others kill, and not to condone any act of killing in the world, in my thinking, or in my way of life. Our Dharma lesson this morning is Good Friendship by Ajahn Thiradhammo from his book, Working with the Five Hindrances. Good friendship is especially beneficial in working with the hindrances, as well as at all stages of spiritual practice. When the mind is afflicted with the hindrances, it is a suitable occasion to visit a person who has developed the mind so they can teach how to abandon them. An experienced good friend can offer well-attuned guidance and sage advice and be a beneficial example. All good friends can give support and encouragement, lend a welcome ear, or give a pat on the back or a hug. Without an empathetic friend facing the challenges of spiritual work, especially when you are on the uphill side, can be pretty dreary and cheerless. However, just knowing that there are others in this endeavor as well can be very heartening and uplifting. The Buddha stated that noble friendship was the whole of the spiritual life, and went to great lengths to establish a well-functioning monastic community where spiritual friends shared the communal duties as well as their wisdom and experience. Having good friends is mentioned often in the scriptures in various contexts. For example, good friends are the cause for the development of the four supports for awakening. 1. One will be virtuous. He abides restrained by the restraint of the patimokkha, perfect in conduct and resort, realizing the danger in the slightest fault. Having accepted the training rules, he trains in them. 2. One will get to hear easily, without difficulty or trouble, talk about the austere life, beneficial for opening the heart, mind. Talk on desiring little, on contentment, on seclusion, on non-association, on rousing energy, on morality, on concentration, on wisdom, on liberation, on knowledge and vision of liberation. 3. One will be firm in energy for giving up of unwholesome qualities and acquiring wholesome ones, steadfast of strong effort, not shirking the responsibility of wholesome qualities. 4. One will be wise, endowed with the wisdom that knows arising and passing, is noble, penetrating, and leads to the ending of suffering. When it comes to trust in a teacher, the Buddha gave some helpful guidelines. It is by living with someone that one comes to know their virtue. It is by dealing with someone that their honesty comes to be known. Through adversities, their fortitude is known, and by discussion with them, their wisdom is known. All this is only known after a long time and by someone who is attentive and wise. This hopefully reminds us not to be too hasty in our judgments of people who could possibly be helpful on the spiritual path. Also, if we are open and humble enough, we could receive useful guidance from anyone. The spiritual community contains a wide variety of personalities with different strengths and weaknesses, and sometimes those to whom we feel the most resistance may provide some insightful reflections for us. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you for joining me this morning.